Let's talk about Gong newest version of their front wings, which is the third version. They brought out in July the Carve, the Fluid, and the Veloce, and really great updates. And we will talk about what it means for pump foiling. The pump foiling front wing that Gong has is the Sirus, and so far it's not updated, but it will be updated for sure, because Gong wants to have every front wing on the newest version for sure. So the question is, when will it happen and will it be worth the upgrade? Let's talk about the things we do know. The fuselage. Gong updated the fuselage and they changed the connection between the front wing and the fuselage. If you want to know why, it's because some people like me and other friends, we had problems with screws getting loose, which can be quite annoying. I had a friend who fixed like his screws with like some kind of glue, but it's not, I guess, the best. So what Gong did on their stabilizers, they changed the system from a cubish, like kind of a cubish system to a triangular system. And for the stabilizer, it works great. But of course, there's not that much like drag of force on the stabilizer. But they changed it on the newest version, the third version. They changed it on the front wing connection as well to a triangular shape. I think this will be much better. You won't probably have the problem of getting kind of the screws loose. So I think this will be a very good design upgrade. Secondly, what we have is that they made the shape, the outward shape from a cube. They changed it to a more like a circle, which means more efficiency, less drag, which is, I think, also a great update. Gong is telling you on the web page, as you can see here, it will be 12% like more efficient, talking about 12% more glide, which is probably quite nice. What we also know is the mast. They changed the mast to the third version, and now you have the options to choose between 50 millimeters and 90 millimeters of thickness. I have the second version of the carbon high modulus mast in 72 centimeters, and it's quite heavy and it's quite thick. It's 90 millimeters thick. It's very stiff, it's very great, but I think it's not that most efficient mast. If you look at my drone footage, you can see quite some water splashing after the mast, and I think you can reduce this. Gong wants you to take the thicker version for the mast with big front wings like the Sirus XXL, but I guess if you don't weigh that much, like me, like 65 kilos, you can also take the thinner version, which would be much more efficient and you will have less drag probably. And I think they worked on the whole design to make it better. So these two things are, I think, a very good upgrade. We don't know so far what the Sirus will have. On the other front wings, Gong said like you can lose 200 centimeters less of aerial space. I think this is a great gain. And the question is, what will it be for the Sirus? When will it be out? I think they are working on it right now, and I think that they will probably bring it this fall. How do I know? It's my personal speculations. They are coming from the fact that usually before Gong is dropping new gear, they are putting the actual gear on the second-hand page and selling it there. And I think it's probably the gear of the team riders and testers who are testing the newest gear and shooting pictures and videos for demo footage. And right now, the last weeks, you could find several Sirus front wings on the page, which probably means they are working on their third version right now, and it's kind of in production. So either they will bring it this fall, or fall is probably a bit difficult for sales in winter, but maybe they will bring it out the latest, I guess, next spring. But probably my personal opinion is this fall. So the question is, do you need to buy it? If you don't own a Sirus yet and you want to go pump foiling, I guess you should buy a Sirus, and I guess it would be worth waiting for the update. If you want to save a lot of money, then probably you get great prices either on the second-hand version or on like deals that Gong will bring out when their third version will drop. So the question is it worth the upgrade? From the first version, yes. From the second version, I am not so sure about. This is the reason why. Let's say you can pump for 60 seconds, which is not too bad. Let's say all of the gear has like 10% more glide. That means now you can pump 66 seconds, which doesn't sound too much. I think you can also achieve this by pumping a bit more often, working on your technique, doing a bit more sport, exercising, and eating healthier, losing weight. You'll probably can pump for 80 seconds as well without changing the gear. I pump now for 8 minutes, and even 10% for me only means 42 seconds more, which means like 8, almost 9 minutes. So maybe they will be able to do like 20% more efficiency, but still, I guess if you pump for 60 seconds, now you can pump for 72 seconds. So if you have a lot of money, go for it, buy it, and I will visit you and test the gear and see how great it is. But if you want to save money, I guess the second version is not too bad. I will probably keep my version because I don't want to spend a lot of money every year on the newest version. And usually when you want to sell this stuff and the newest version is out and you have like one older version, nobody wants to buy it anymore. I still have a Fluid XXLT waiting to sell, but nobody wants to buy it. If you're the person, then great, buy it and I will be happy. But usually the people want to have the newest version that is out there. And so think about it, because Gong is updating all the ranges like every year. You will have to sell your stuff fast if you want a good retail price for it. These are my thoughts. I think this is all you need to know for the newest version. Also for Pumpfoiling, several people also ask me, can I start with a Sirus? If you want to save money, start with a Sirus. Have enough money, then maybe start with like a curve or like a crossover. This will be easier, but you can also, I think, learn with a Sirus. It might take some more time, but you will be happy with a Sirus for all. So these are my thoughts. I'm not paid, I'm not an ambassador. You can change that by writing Patrice or Gong. But otherwise, if you have any questions, if you have any thoughts, if I did any mistakes in my speculations, comment. And thank you for watching. Have a great day. Subscribe, and may the foil be always with you.